What up, button mashers? Welcome to more Auction Not Included. This should be our second video in this series, and let's go ahead and take a look at our base so far. Checking into it right now. We are on cycle 20, about to go into cycle 21. We have our first geyser nice and dealt with. Ooh, I don't want to dig that up. That's bad. And I do believe we want to start cracking into this geyser. It's going to fill up soon, and that means it won't create any water, so I want to make sure that we can do that. But we might as well do it correctly. So the first thing that I'm going to do here is I'm going to make a priority for this ladder here to go all the way across. We'll make these priorities as well. And I want to give it a little bit more room so we don't stop the production of that geyser. So this ladder will go across. Let's make sure it's too deep as well. This ladder will go all the way across, and then what we'll do is we'll have this geyser kind of fill up into here, and then I'm going to carve all this out, and then we'll have two available stations for water. We're going to put up some insulation here because I need to make sure I control this cold air that's coming into our base. As you can see, it's starting to get in here pretty quickly. Once I get that dealt with, it'll be fine. And we do have some cold water that's currently dropping off some temperature into here as well, but I should be okay regarding that. Let's go ahead, and then we need to check our auction output. Let me check this out real quick. Kind of mediocre. So I think what we're going to do is start working on our electricity this game, or this playthrough. And I want to also start setting up electrolyzers and whatnot to make sure that we are fine and dandy when it comes to our oxygen. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll also dig over to here as well and make sure that we are breaking into this biome to grab all that algae. Let's go straight across here. Straight to the copper. We'll go ahead and dig this out too. And today will be a lot of setup. And we'll probably also start looking into setting up our bathrooms. Our current bathrooms really aren't the greatest. They take duplicate work, etc. To be cleaned up, and they can become issues, and then like if they get backed up, we can spread germs. But so far, our germ consolidation has been pretty on point. This stuff is kind of already baked into nature already, and most of the germs that we have is kind of floating. Oh, there's some germs right there. It's kind of sitting around. That's disgusting. But we'll deal with that. So let's go ahead and get our auction set up. We'll have all these tasks nice and built up for our duplicants, but other than that, we kind of chilling today. I'm glad you guys liked the auction not included. I saw a ton of comments below from folks mention that they love watching this and that they love putting on the background at work or when going to bed and whatnot. So I'm going to keep going with those vibes. I'll try and keep it under an hour, but mostly just having fun and building. I was looking at my profile for this game, and I'm at about 180 hours, which I feel like I've played so much more than 180 hours. But this is just one of those games, man, that keep on giving. Just have a lot of fun. Okay, let's go ahead and speed up. We'll go on the fastest research that we can here, and then checking out research. We are also working on our fire poles and our rock crusher. This is going to be pretty useful whenever we start moving into higher techs. But I want to get those fire poles in so I can build those up and down so our duplicates can move around as needed. Who's suffocating? Who's suffocating? Whoa, you dummy! How the did you get in there? Excuse me? Excuse me? All right, this will be faster. Let's cancel out those, dig this up real quick. We'll make that a priority 9. Okay. Jesus. Sometimes you just gotta keep an eye on those dupes, huh? They just do the darndest things. Okay, the good news too is also once I open this up, the polluted oxygen will start to make its way in here, and although it's not the greatest oxygen, at least it's something, so they have something to breathe while they're in this area. I have also gone into the harvest and set up grabbing all of this. This is free food, sleet wheat, and then we probably want to start expanding our food here as well. As we do have a total of 8 duplicates, we need 5 plants per duplicate until we get into the real food. Ooh, we'll probably also start setting up the ranching today as well. Maybe not fully on in, but ranching would be pretty nice for us too. So let's go ahead and dig this way. Let's go ahead and finish this out. Dig across. And just in general, get our base layered out. I'm going to knock out this wall after I build this up as well and let this water kind of seep in. I don't really care too much about it being here. It's just kind of there, being annoying. I'll go ahead and build a ladder all the way across too, and then I'll deal with that later. Sure, we can find some pipage or whatever. Ooh, a hatch egg. Look at that. Okay. So, oxygen. How do I want to deal with this? What's my best way of moving forward? We do have operating, digging, operating, farming. I do have another farmer, but I have 2 farmers already in the base. What I'm looking for is ranching, I believe. Hang on, let me look at this real quick. Farming, we have 2 farmers. Our ranchers, do I have any? Where are they? Am I blind? There it is. I got Carl. Carl will probably be our rancher. Good old Carl. So we'll probably pick him up. Oh, and I gotta name my next duplicate Clementine, by the way. A user, I believe Jeff, asked for us to name one Clementine, so I think I'll do that. Part of me wants to grab another duplicate, but these are kind of whatever to me, man. The operating's probably really nice. He is allergic to floral scent, which if you notice here, I actually have some floral scent coming in from here, I believe. What is that under? Is that germs? Oh, it is under germs. Looks like they've already been dealt with. Maybe I'll just dig that up so I don't have to worry about that. Let's go ahead and uproot that. And then I'll go ahead and pull him in. So we have an operator. We'll name them Clementine. I believe you can make allergy pills for this, but they'll just sneeze and get stressed out if they are sick. Which, for the record, I experienced my first run-in with allergies when I was in Texas for the holidays. Holy crap. You people that deal with allergies on the daily are fucking heroes. I'm not even kidding. My golly. I felt so obliterated dealing with that. Alright, let's do another room down here. I think what I'm gonna do is knock all this out and make these into rooms, and then have them come down through here and make that a nature reserve. So, you know what, let's start doing that. Let's do that. And then I can knock this out and turn this into the Great Hall. So what we'll do is we'll make this into a room for now. And then what we'll do is we'll start building out some bedrooms. Just some basic bedrooms. So we'll do one. Let's get this built out real quick. Hang on, excuse me. Bam. Bam. Okay, let's go ahead and dig this all the way across real quick. And then we'll do is put 2 doors here. I think if I remember correctly, I usually put like that. It's usually my setup. Just enough room to be able to put in things later, but also make them nice and happy. There we go. This is not the most efficient way to do this, but here we go. Let's put that there, and then we'll do one more door. Huggies. So we got 3 bedrooms there, and then what we'll do is we'll let them come out this way as needed. Might as well go all the way across here, just because my brain's gonna break if we don't. This person's room is gonna be super small, I think. Little baby room. Yeah, we'll dig that out. Let's add a bunch of tiles down. Get everyone nice and set up. Okay, electricity I need to start working on as well. I think what I need to do is dig down slightly. So here's what we're gonna do. We're going to put a deodorizer. Ooh, I haven't researched it yet. Well, that'll be my next research. Cool, we just finished that one up too. So let's go to auction or gases and find deodorizer. There it is. Let's get that done. What we're gonna do is we're gonna knock out this wall over here and then head down here and start to grab this. But you see all this polluted oxygen here? I don't think it's germy. Nah, it's not too germy. It's got the slime lung, but the thing about slime lung is once you purify the air, it actually dies in legit oxygen. So I'm gonna add a couple deodorizers above here, and then we'll crack into this, and we'll let our carbon dioxide fill up this area. Ooh, that's a natural gas geyser. Those things are hot too, aren't they? They sure are. I may have to insulate that. It'll be fine by itself as it stays in here. So once these get pressurized to 5.0 kilograms, they don't output any more gases. But it is radiating some heat, so I do want to insulate it as soon as I can. We don't have to worry about that for too much longer. So we're gonna get the deodorizers here. We're gonna put a couple up here. This will feed up the oxygen, and then when I build up my carbon dioxide, it will naturally fall down to the further areas of the base, as carbon dioxide is one of the heavier gases that are in the game. Okay, oxygen's looking okay. Yeah, I do have a little bit, and then we have this oxygen open up over here, right? Yeah, so they got some breathable air. I may want to throw up some deodorizers over there. We'll wait it out. Let's continue building this room and forget about it. So I have a total of 9 duplicates, so I need at least 9 rooms. So let's get that built out real quick here. Let's see, 2, and then we want to go over 1. There we go. I'm getting back into a rhythm. I swear, it's happening. Yeah, I like that. Alright, so let's get some doors up. Which between all the rooms, and then we will have them all move into their individual rooms. And then what I want to do here is actually in that. I think what I'll do, this is going to look really stupid, but it's going to work, I promise. Maybe. How do I want to do this? I think what I want to do is put a tile up here, because they'll be able to get through there, right? And then just lock that guy into his room. And then they should be able to get down. 1, 2, yeah. And then they should be able to squeeze down here, right? I think I have to knock out that wall. A little akataka, but not too crazy. Alright, we'll knock out all these walls. And then what I want to do is have them come to this reserve. There's that weird-ass pocket of water there. Can I move that easily? Kind of, actually. If I just do this out. How many plants do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4? Yeah, that's fine. So we'll dig this out. And then we'll knock out this wall. That'll let this water seep in down here on the right. Onto my electronics, which, you know, probably isn't the best decision, but, you know. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. And then what we're gonna do is we're going to make sure they can't go out the right side of these doors. So they have to walk all the way around here and go through this nature reserve, which will be another thing I'll research after I finish up the deodorizers. There they are. Nature reserve should be down here. Where are you, bud? Let me just write it in, just because I'm blind. Park sign. That's what it's called, right? Yeah, there we go. Click that. Oh, shit. They moved it up here. Oh, wow. That's nifty. Very cool. That is more natural. And then all they have to do is throw it in here, and then they'll walk through, and they'll get a high morale. Just because they'll go through a nature walk every morning. And then I keep them happy, which I'm all about happiness, you know? It is what it is. Alright, let's get this base set up. I think we're getting to a point where we're gonna get to the bottom of our base. Oh, our base is kind of small. I might want to dig into this. Or even up here in the top right a little bit. Or maybe over here on the far left before I start locking it in. At some point, you do want to insulate your entire basin so you can control the temperatures, and that way your duplicates don't have to go through a lot of hot stuff or a lot of cold stuff every time they walk in and out of your base, but I think we're not quite there. Okay, so let's get this water moving down here before I decide to tap into that. So let's make that a priority over here, and then we'll clean up this water too. Make that a 7, so they'll crack that open. This water will now run this way. My hope is that it just all falls into there. We got a little bit of polluted water down here, but it's not a big deal. It's not germy, which is fine. If it gets into my food, all I have to do is make sure as we cook it. Should be alright. Okay, long commutes are happening. Let's start fixing those long commutes. We're gonna add some poles into our base. What they'll do is let them go up and down the shaft and be able to get to the locations faster. Poles go a long way in this game. Don't be afraid to build them. Make sure you have ladders though, because a duplicate climbing up a pole, it's a very laborious task. Okay, so this should hold for a little bit, and it'll fill up to like right about here before it cancels out. I'll have time to dig all this out, and now we're just kind of waiting for our duplicates to get things built up. So we'll wait it out here and relax. Okay, they've been working pretty hard, but we actually have a new duplicate that has showed up. So, let's see what we've got. Alright, we have one rancher, we have a cook potentially for later on. We've got a farmer already, suit wearing, researching, decorating, building. How's this guy looking? Super skill in digging. I might want to pick him up as a cook. Critter aversion, decreased husbandry, increased air consumption rate. He's a mouth breather. You hate to see it. Alright, what we'll do is let's go take the brine for now. We do have some skill points laying around, it would appear. So Banana, we are leveling up on research. Let's go ahead and apply that for them. Clementine is our new one. They're going to be our tinkerer. Let's go ahead and give them the improved tinkering ability. And then Taco has been our farmer so far. Let's give them an improved farm. And then let's start looking at our schedule here just to make sure we're not... Oh, shit. We got 6 people on one schedule. All right, time to make a new schedule. Let's go ahead and move Chef down here. Let's go ahead and add a few of these people. We'll do a burrito. We'll do taco. Gotta have taco and burrito on the same schedule. It is what it is, you know? Carl actually has some night bonuses, so we'll make a schedule for them and bring Carl down here. So if you have this little indicator there, they're better at night when they work. So what we'll do is we'll move their workstation to here, and then we'll just give them a completely different bath time and bedtime. Let's go ahead and just work through the entire morning. Here, we'll make it all work, and then what we'll do is we'll have them do a bedtime here. So we'll do 3 bedtimes, and then we'll do downtime. Cool. So that'll be good for Carl or any other people that work at night, and then we'll bring Clementine and Banana. We'll put Banana here too. And then we gotta just make sure these schedules are slightly different. So let's add the bath time to here, maybe, and then we'll make this work. Downtime, downtime. Okay, that should be a lot better. And that way we don't have anyone or any situations where the bathrooms aren't being used correctly and people are peeing in the water. Okay, so our bedrooms are almost done over here. Let's go ahead and start knocking out these walls now that we've done this. And then we want to turn this into a room. So let's do a door here. And I guess we'll do like a door right here. Let me see how big the nature reserve can be. A total of what? 32 tiles at least, which we have in abundance. So then all we need now is for that research to finish up, which I think it just did. Gosh, our researcher is really, really good. Let's go ahead and start working on the piping and stuff, because we're gonna probably work on our bathroom soon. Do we already have that? We do, we do. Yes, yes, yes. Maybe get the water reservoir set up, because we're gonna need that eventually. And then probably want to do gas and electricity next. Oh shit, what did I just click? Oh god, don't wanna don't wanna do that research. I mean, wouldn't hurt to have, but what was I clicking? Down here, right? Yeah, let's do that one. Okay. So now that that's finished up, I really want to get this O2 pumped out soon. And also let me check its temperature. Okay, it looks like it's subsiding here a little bit, so that's not too bad. Good. We do want to start digging all this out as well. So let's let them finish up this task. Copy this on over. And then, will we have enough bedrooms for everybody? I do believe so. I do need to find where the nature reserve is. Is it utilities? No. Stations? Furniture? It's under furniture. And all we gotta do is pop that in there, I believe. So, nature reserve, 4 wild plants, which we have 5 of. And then minimum size rate 2, and then plus 6 morale. Now what we're gonna do is turn off these doors, as they will be unable to exit there. Let's get a ladder going down here. And they should be able to just barely squeeze out of that. Let me deconstruct this, actually. Cool. And I think we should be good. Let's go ahead and mine this out. And all we're doing is making a ton of muck root so we have food laying around. Just want to make sure that they're fed. We need 4,500 calories a day, if I'm doing the math right. Each bucket is 1,000 calories, or 9,000 calories a day is what we need. I don't know why I halved all that math there, but it is what it is. Let's mark that over. Copy, copy, copy. One mo, one mo, one mo. Beautiful. There it is. Okay, so this should be a nature reserve, and it is. Let's get this water cleaned up, because I don't want my duplicates walking around and getting their feet all wet, which slows them down. And now that we have all the water dealt with, that I know of, we're going to go ahead and start knocking this wall out. And then we're going to bring some deodorizers down here. So, I think what I want to do is dig all the way down, actually. Let's go ahead and put this here. That way that has that to sit on, and then we'll take our ladder all the way down. In fact, I probably want to knock all this out. Yeah, I think I do. Just because the distance between the floors is too small. It needs to be one more down. I'll make a note of that. With that, plug that in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Coolio. So this should be good here. And then we're going to leave this alone, but I will come back here and dig into that. And then what we're going to do is keep this ladder going all the way down. Let's clear out one more spot here. So the oxalite barely breathe out. They should be able to get down there. Yeah, they can. We'll dig this, come across. Make sure I'm not getting anything too germy here, right? Oh, crap, we're getting germs. Okay, 1 second. I can fix this. Bam, bam, bam. That a priority 9. Because we're getting into slime here. And slime has all that slime lung on it. You don't want that taking that around your base, right? So what I'm going to do is stop the slime lung by putting it underwater, which you can do by submerging it. And then we'll click slime here, and we'll make that a priority 8. And then we will copy those settings. So anytime that slime gets dug up, somebody will come pick it up right away and store it underwater, which will stop the slime lung from spreading. You see it already going up, and it's fine as long as it goes into auction. And luckily I have my auction built right above it, so it clears it out pretty fast. But I want to keep that on my base if I can. Oh shit, I did not mean to open that though. Let's lock that up right now. I do not want that opened. This bleachstone is huge. It puts off chlorine, and chlorine is pretty darn useful, but I don't want it just floating around my base for no reason, right? So we're gonna try and nullify that. And then before I crack this open, let's get a couple deodorizers here. Let's turn these into airflow tiles. And then we're at 4 deodorizers. How are we doing on electricity here? We are on 420 watts. Easy. Barely an issue. So when you're doing electricity, you gotta make sure that your wires are able to handle the onslaught of the tools that you're putting into them, right? Or you'll have a lot of circuit breaks and you'll have to fix your wiring a lot. You can do that by hovering over your wires when you click this. And see here, we can go up to 1,000 watts. Right now I have 420 potential on it. And so I want to try and keep that load as low as I can. On each of these are 5, so that's why I was double checking that. Okay, so what these will do is they'll take sand, and then whenever polluted oxygen comes through, what they'll do is they'll deodorize it and clean it out. And that way we have clean air kind of floating into our base. So we'll use this to our advantage. Okay, so let's go ahead and start digging this up. And then what we're going to do is build just a ladder system right across while we're here. And that way they can walk across as needed. And that'll be that. And that way our carbon dioxide will start to head down. You see it already collecting over here. I just want it to be below my base. And I'll get into that later on. But for now, that's where we'll put our carbon dioxide. And hopefully our oxygen input will look a lot better. Yeah, already we're starting to look clean. Okay. Now that that's all dealt with, let's go ahead and dig this across just to have that available. I know it's going to look stupid, but I'll clean that up later. Perfect. As you can see here, the deodorizers are pulling in that oxygen. Oh, yeah. All that toxic oxygen just floating straight up, heading to the base. Actually getting to a point where I should probably consider putting more airflow tiles in general. I don't have the spacing here necessary. You need to have a spacing of 3. So we'll do 3 there. Lock that in. Let's add some just airflow in general. Just to make sure that oxygen's getting around the base as needed. Okay. We do have some morbs in here. I'll leave them for now. What the morbs do is they spawn from disgusting areas that aren't cleaned up well. They have a lot of germs, a lot of disgusting poop, and stuff like that. And what they'll do is they'll send out little pockets of polluted oxygen. You can actually farm those up and deodorize the air if you really want to. We'll kill them soon, but for now I'll leave them there. Just kind of chilling until I can get my oxygen and the entire base filled out. Okay, so now our bedrooms are nice and done. Let's go ahead and deconstruct all of these. And then we'll make sure that they cannot leave these rooms to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. So they'll take out these beds, and then at night they'll take up these new beds. This poor guy. Carl, I'm so sorry. Wait, is he taking damage? Oh, poor Carl. I'm sorry, man. Find a different bed. There you go. So now what they'll do is they'll go all the way around. They'll come down here, and this is how they get into the base. So they'll run through there. They'll get hit with the morale bonus, and they'll be good to go. Cool. So all our rooms are looking pretty good. And then what I can do is turn this into a great hall, actually, which will be a larger area and more morale compared to the mess hall. You get +6 on a great hall compared to the 3. And that will be a large area for us to eat food. We'll do that later. Okay, so I have people currently idle right now. Why are they idle? Why can't we get up here? What are we missing? Why aren't you guys over here? Let's go ahead and start digging this all out, please. All of it. Dig all that out. Dig all this out. Perfect. I want all of that taken out. So they should go straight to that, right? Yeah, there we go. Uh oh, someone has hypothermia. Well, it happens, man. Just, you know, breathe in hard. We've got some blue auction up in here. I may want to throw up a couple of deodorizers in general. In fact, let's go ahead and let's do that. Let's get some wires out and just make sure that we are aptly cleaning up this polluted auction that might be getting in the base. Let's do one every couple rounds. You don't have to go too crazy. These are pretty efficient. Perfect. That polluted oxygen's coming in from this. You see how it was all packed up? And that'll keep off-putting too, so nothing wrong with us having one at the entrance and then a little bit here to clean up the excess. And in general, that's helping our auction really climb up. Okay. Oh my god, look how pretty that is. Look at all that clean air coming up from here. Careful when you open up pockets and stuff like this. Like gases, they stack up real hard. Like this 5 kilograms, if I open this, it'll just take over the base, man. So just make sure you're watching out for that kind of stuff. That's all nice and filled out too. So now we can go and open this. Let's go ahead and cancel this wall here. I have the ladder right here to where it's 2 spots over so they can climb over as needed. And then also lets the water kind of fall down here. I'll find a spot for that in the future. Let's cancel that. I don't want to dig that anyways. I do believe you can dig through this now, so I want to make sure I'm not doing that. Okay, is it time for electricity? Let me look at my research real quick. Done. Didn't get my electrolyzer done yet. Let's go ahead and get that. Research. We have some skills laying around. A burrito. This is super hard digging and crop tending. Who was my rancher again? It was Carl. Carl! That's good, now that I have ranching available for him. Peanut is on demolition. Burrito will go ahead and work on crop tending while we're at it. And Yogurt is doing super hard digging. Let's give them big hats. Did I put ranching? I did not. Yes, I did. Just needs to go on him. Have you seen how the hats go on? Here you go, I'll show you. And we have a duplicate coming in too. Perfect. So they come up here and they just put it on there. Look at that! They look great! Beautiful. Okay, let's go ahead and open this. What do we got? Doctoring, farming, supplying, building, and tying. I do want a person that is always working on cleaning. Let's see. Let's name this person Kale. Kale sounds nice. They do have a bottomless stomach, which sucks. And they suck at food. But, whatever, man. We'll just field in more mealwood. We'll have enough food eventually whenever I start moving into ranching. Okay, so let's make sure our priorities are set. I haven't dealt with this in a while. Researching is up, tacos up, burrito. I want you to be working on farming as a priority for you. Cranberry is helping out with the tidying. Kale will also help out with the digging and tidying. Or not digging. The building, supplying, and storing. So let's turn that off. Supplying, storing, operating, tidying. There we go. I definitely want that to be their main focus. And then Clementine is working on operating. Anytime I have an operating task, I want them to be on top of that. We do have Chef here. Let's go ahead and updo them. They can also help out with cleaning. And we should be good then, right? We have our diggers that are focused on digging. Good. Cool. So all that does is if we have a priority that's queued up, they'll go do that priority first before they do the other stuff. But everyone kind of has their jobs. Everyone helps around, but we do have people that are kind of focused on doing certain tasks. Okay, so we need to start worrying where we want to put our facilities that are designed to give us electricity. And I think the greatest spot would actually be up here in the top right corner, because I can cool them off. Or even here, but sadly I have a whole bunch of water there from earlier. I also want to have them in a spot where they don't heat up like my agriculture, right? I want my base to be a solid like 70 degrees, so I'm trying to think of places that I can put this electricity that doesn't nuke us and make us incredibly hot. Maybe we do it up here. Considering. I could build it up here, up straight up in this cold biome. Well, that feels a little weird right now. Just because I haven't explored up here more. I need to figure out where space is. I'm assuming it's like right up here. Okay, let's get it running for now. Just to make sure that we have our power available to us. And we'll worry about this later. So for now, we'll do that there. We will add a storage bin next door to it. And then one thing that I'm going to need is refinement soon. Which we will want a rock crusher. So I'll put that over here for now. And then what we want is batteries. Now, sadly, we don't have the smart batteries yet, which is something that we're going to want. So I'm going to need 4 batteries here. We're going to plug these all in. The thing about a coal generator is that it will continuously run until you get to smart batteries that know how to turn off machines by themselves. And obviously, I would like to avoid that. Or wasting any power whatsoever. So I'm putting 4 batteries here. This runs through one cycle, and those 4 batteries will hold just enough power through an entire cycle. And it will also feed the base. So that is my goal there with 4 until I get to smart batteries. And then what we're going to do is make this into coal. I have this carbon dioxide right here that's pumping out of the coal, coming straight down. It should fill up down here. I may want to consider building a ladder up right now, just before we get to that. Let's get this built up. And then maybe knocking all this out. Just to have a little bit more room for that all to catch up. Okay. Want some ladders to go to the side too. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe I just come straight over here, honestly. Take that all out, get that algae, all that. Beautiful. Ooh, thimble reeds. I kind of need those, actually. We'll need that for our bathroom, which we'll figure out after we get this built up. Okay, so what this should do is eliminate the need for this manual generator here. Let's go ahead and make this into coal. I want my coal to be right next to my generator so my duplicates don't have to run all over the map picking it up. Oh, speaking of coal. Okay, I have 55 tons available. Actually, where do I have all my coal? Have I mined any coal yet? I don't think so. Let me go ahead and mine this coal out. I think I've just straight up neglected this. Kind of need coal to run a coal generator, huh? Who would have thunk? We'll feed this forward a little bit too. I don't think this is putting out any heat. Yeah, this is surrounded. It's so cold. What is cold back there? Lead? Uranium ore? See, that's the radiation stuff. The radiation stuff I'm very new to. I've dabbled a little bit in the radiation. Every time I like try to play this game, whenever the DLC was in early access, I just felt like I kept running into situations where a new patch would come out and break everything I learned. So I would say that I had a rough time figuring out how to work things. So we'll have to do this through this PlayStation, but you know what? Who cares? That'll be fun. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe it'll suck. Think positive. Okay, that's nice and opened up. Our auction's looking good, looking good. Nice, there we go. There's that running. What we're gonna do is make some copper ore. I'm just gonna put that as like a task in the background. Forget about that. We'll need it later on. But just be aware that that's gonna be happening. Watch this little. I love this animation. Oh, they're going to bed. Okay, I'll show you that animation later. I promise. So now our electricity should be running pretty well. And if you look at this, we are currently at 695. We have a little bit more room to maybe run enough for our bathroom. Let's go ahead and remove this and then that, because this battery will tell, or this battery will also draw from this coal generator. I only want these 4 batteries running everything for the moment. We're gonna remove those 2, and then we'll leave our oxygen diffusers down here. And then what we want to do is set up a... electrolyzer soon. Okay, so that's built up. That's good. Let's go ahead and start looking at our smart batteries, because we're going to need that soon. I really want to get to those. I usually rush those, but I think we had something pop up in this playthrough that required me getting things together faster. Got some skills unlocked. Let's look at Chef. Alright, Chef. Keep you on the tidying and the plumbing. Kale is leveled up. We're going to go ahead and put Kale on the tidying as well. We'll give him a hand. And then eventually we will clean up this base once we get some storage set up. Look at him run through the nature park. Oh, they love it. It's so pretty, isn't it? Oh yeah, look at that. Nice job, guys. Nice job. Okay, bathroom. That is our next focus. Where do we want to put the bathroom at? A bathroom, in terms of size, needs to be quite large. It's a total of 64 tiles. Did I do this right? Oh my god, I have just enough room for that to be the bathroom. TrikSlyr, you're so beautiful. Thank you, TrikSlyr. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna build out our bathroom here, chat. I like having 2 of those. And then we also want to do our toilets. 1, 2, and 3. And then we want to also add up our sinks. So that's under medicine, correct? Yep. So this will be ran by working water, and I do believe that equates straight to 64. 56. Oh, I think I can go all the way up onto 1 more. I sure can. I forgot I did 3 and 3. Oops, not a wash basin. Sink. There we go. And then we will put a door in. And then we'll have room here for a deodorizer, which we'll just put here on the side, just in case. Coolio. And none of these require electricity. The only thing that will require electricity is what is grabbing our water. Let's see. Where is our... There, liquid pump. Perfect. So we'll put our liquid pump in this corner here. There's only a little bit of polluted water. It'll get fleshed out over time, so I'm not too worried about it. I think what will happen is it might break some of our stuff, but we'll get it fixed up. And then what we'll do is run this piping through these ladders here. This will be our water coming in from there. And what I try to do is make sure that I don't just run a line all the way through. If there's any stoppage, that will cause all of your stuff to break. So if you put one line and then feed into each individual location, it's actually much more useful and less of a hassle. So just be aware of that in case you have to work on your piping in the future. That looks stupid, but it works. And then we need to find where we want to dump all our polluted water, actually. I think I want to do it down here, now that I think about it. Just pick a spot and pollute it, you know? Just like any other human would in real life. Okay, so let's go with this. We're gonna feed these all the way across and bring them down. What the heck? That's not what I wanted. Sometimes it's like drag in this game and I just completely break it. Okay, and then we're gonna bring this down through here. Sorry, I just like the xylophone noises, I'm not gonna lie. Bring this down. I'll try to be as concise as I can in the early game, because you will get to a point where your shit just gets all over the place, and it becomes very annoying. And what we'll do is we'll take this down here, and then we'll just pot it right there. Liquid vent. Cool. Let's get a ladder going across, just to make sure it's being taken care of, and that's where we're gonna put our polluted water for now. And then we'll clean that up later on, I promise. We're not gonna be too disgusting. We're just putting it there for it to chill. Chill, chill, chill. Okay, so with that entire electricity set up, we should be up to about 695, looks like. We're gonna add this on top of it when it comes out. So that'll be around like 900, I think. And then I just need my electrolyzer to work, which is a total of 120 power? Yes, I think I'll have just enough to run this. Let's check out our blueprint here. Coal doctoring. Let's get doctoring in for now. We're gonna run off of 10 duplicates for now and see how it works. I think I have enough muck root, but I definitely want to get my farms running in soon if I can. Skills, what we got, Clementine? Clementine is now an electrical engineer. Let's give her a hat. Yeah. Okay, Dunzo. Looking into more research. We do want to work on our ranching, so I'll get that applied. You know, let's just go all the way to fishy fish. And then we probably should start working on our radiation research, just because I'm going to need it. Also, I'm going to build a doctor's office this playthrough. I haven't really tinkered with them, but I assume they're good. I also should get some of these so I can start getting my duplicates happier. But I think they're pretty happy right now. Okay. Let's go ahead and get this built up. And then we'll go from there. There we go. Looking great. Okay, so now let's get this thing plugged in as well. Should be getting built up right about now. There it goes. This will pull out our water and feed that up there. And then we also want to get our electrolyzer up, which we want to do with a couple of these. Let me go ahead and do it like... There's something that we have to be aware about when it comes to the electrolyzers, and that's it off-puts hydrogen. So I want to make sure that I have a pocket to catch that, so we can move it later, but you know what? Fuck it, we'll deal with that later. Electrolyzer there. Let's get some water fed into this. We'll just come straight across. Beautiful. And what this does is takes water and separates it between the oxygen and hydrogen. So that'll be wonderful. There we go. We'll get a wire plugged in as well. And I think we're about to hit our limit on these wires, so just be aware of that. While we're moving into the next day, let's check out Cranberry. Gonna go ahead and get her leveled up and give her a plumbing hat. Beautiful. Things should be looking a little bit better overall. Look at that. That's all set up. What we need is for this to get built up. Let's go ahead and start digging that out, just because I hate looking at it. I want to keep an eye on this electricity line here. I think we're going to be okay. Worst case scenario, I can remove one of these. Speaking of removing stuff, let's remove these wires. You don't want wires sitting around too much if you can help it. Just because they will be messy, and that makes your duplicates upset. Whoops. There we go. Alright guys, what's taking so long here? Why aren't we building? We need supplies. Do I have any suppliers? Yeah, this should be your focus. Supplying and supplying. So what the suppliers will do is they'll bring products to areas to work. So if like you need coal in a generator, they'll just drop the coal over here. Or if you need certain materials to build an item, they'll supply the material. And then the construction worker can just show up and work it, which is pretty useful. Why are you hungry? Did you not have a place to sit? Is that my fault? Here, let me put up a couple more places for people to sit. Who is it? Carl's hungry? Why is Carl hungry? Let me see here. Does he have a time to eat? Did I schedule him food time? Carl. Downtime. Bedtime. Bath time. Right? I don't have a bath time for him. That dude literally has not pooped for 3 days. Holy shit. My bad. Okay, well, now you can poop. Get in there. You deserve it. Okay, go eat too. Okay, he's eating. Good. Okay, that's my bad, man. That's on me. I should have scheduled your poop time. Okay, so these are up and running. Let's see if this is running properly. It is. So we have some water coming in. Ooh, I don't know what polluted water does to that. That's unlucky. Okay, so it looks like if you put polluted water through the sinks, it actually damages them. So unlucky, but eventually that polluted water is gonna get pumped out, and I'll just repair it and just stomach it, because I did leak some into here. Oh, God. So it leaks back into... Okay. So, alright. Well, we're learning. We're learning. We're gonna deconstruct that for now, because apparently that just breaks everything. So it's all gonna be fixed up. And, you know, I definitely fucked up here. But eventually we're gonna get rid of all this polluted water and all will be well. Okay? Alright? All will be well. Oh, no. I fucked up really badly. I don't think I've ever done this before. Well, shit happens, I guess. So the good news is this will work. So once this gets finished up, this water will come down and drop in here. And after a little bit of time, this water will all get pumped out. And it should be a-okay. Output put 5. Okay, we're gonna leave this open until this starts running. Well, even people like me who think they're good at this game, Kappa, fuck up really badly. That was bad, wasn't it? All right, let's start working on our wiring. I like to rush into electricity too as quickly as I can, because I love having the ample power laying around. And we'll go ahead and keep fleshing out our base. I don't think we'll get to that power later on, or today, but we'll definitely get to it in the future. Just a bunch of dig commands, get that all cleaned out. Right now, it's just all about expanding, right? Until we get this water and stuff running. I want to make sure I do this right. How are we doing on our copper? Good, we made a decent amount, and that's what we'll need too. Actually, how much does it cost to make a smart battery? Smart battery requires what? 200? Alright, let some more copper be made. 2, 4, 6, 800. And then the wire. Oh, I have enough. Yeah, I have enough. Okay, so what we're gonna do is let this finish up. Okay, that polluted water's pumping out now. Good, so that means this can run forward. Get those fixed up. And we're getting closer. The polluted water is slowly being drained out. It's one way to filter, I guess. Getting this fixed up, but I have it unplugged for now. So it's gonna output the rest of this polluted water, but then we don't have to worry about that. And then once I get just pure clean water, we'll be fine. Okay, so there goes the polluted water out in here. I have it as far away as I can because look at all those germs from all the bathroom breaks. That's why I didn't want to drop it into big water. So you can see like polluted water everywhere, but this polluted water is technically clean because it's not full of germs. But once you introduce germs into anything, it really infects the entire base. It can have a lot of consequences. So that's why I want to keep it nice and contained over here. And I have it where if it does fill up, it'll stop right here at this liquid vent. This liquid vent won't open up. So I should have enough time to find a new location for my pollution later on. Okay, so we're gonna let this water run for a bit. Hopefully that gets all cleared out, and then we'll get this oxygen running. How are we doing up here? This needs to be fixed up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure our duplicates are able to walk around and do the tasks I want them to do. Like you can see, we started this, what, 13 days ago? We started on, what, day 20 today? So 13 days ago, this water was barely filling up this area, and you can already see it here. Now imagine if it was just like completely crippled off. Like I would have missed out on so much free water. That's why it was so important for me to start digging this out and finish it off. If you ever find a geyser, make sure you get it set up to where you can utilize it in the most efficient way possible. Okay, so that should be opened up. After we dig this up, we'll go that route. Coals be made, so let's go ahead and fix these now. Deconstruct, we're gonna do just the buildings for now. Oh, actually, hang on, we're gonna wait until the morning. I don't want them to stop these batteries. And then we're gonna change this to priority 7 in the morning after I get my smart batteries built up. I want this to call for the attention the moment it goes out of coal, so we have people running towards it. How are we looking on the water? Yes! Flush all the pollution, get it out of here! If you ever need to make polluted water, by the way, these showers are the way to do it. These create so much polluted water. I saw a YouTuber I watched named Francis John. He's really good at this game, by the way. If you ever want to like watch someone's actually good at it. He needed polluted water, so he just made like 10 showers and forced his duplicates to shower for like 3 days. And he created all the polluted water he needed, which is great. Oh, someone's trapped. Who's trapped? Why are you trapped? Oh, yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. That'll do it. Let's get you untrapped. You know what? That's on me. Must have built an obvious space. What do you mean? There's no space there. Well, she's peeing. Luckily, she peed on the right side and not the left side. My bad. I was telling a funny story, for the record. Okay, and that actually distracted me from what I want to do over here. Great. Let's go ahead and bring these down. And then what we're going to do is add our smart batteries. I think we only need 3. I had the 4th one to cover the excess because this one's running all the time, but smart batteries should be fine on 3 for a bit. Okay, let's plug these in. Perfect. Maybe? Excuse me, game? There we go. And then what we're going to do is come over to automation, and then we are going to add not what I need, which is this. Can't believe I haven't researched it yet. We'll get it done, though. Choose the blueprint. We have researching and supplying, farming and decorating. We're chilling. We'll go ahead and take the symbol reeds for now. We'll grab some seeds. How we look on this polluted water? Ooh, there's a lot of temperature coming in from here. I should insulate that. That's really fucking hot. Ouch. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna add this for now. Let's bring this all the way down to about here. And then we'll insulate this in for now. Pull that across. Up. I'm going to dig this out so I can put this in. Okay. Yeah, I know. It's asking for me to put these batteries in. So this will work as normal batteries. I just want to make them into smart batteries so they talk to this thing, which should be almost done. How are you on the research? Oh yeah, almost done. You got this, you got this, you got this. Beautiful! Claps all around. Okay, so let's go up here. We were researching this. Great. And now what we want to do is go to automation, grab our automation wire, and then we're just going to feed this all the way across. So now these batteries, whenever they hit the low threshold of 10, are going to shout out. Put this at 95, put this at 95. I give a little bit overhead because there's animations, so I want to make sure we get to those animations before it procs, telling the generator it wants to go off. And then I also put the generation at low threshold, so whenever the generator gets down to 10% power, it'll tell the coal generator it wants it to run. And that's the plan. Okay, all that's cleaned up. Once we dig this out, we should be good to go. Look at that blue water, almost gone. Almost. I'm gonna wait until it's completely gone. At least these 4 little packs before I drop this. But we can get rid of this now, and then we can kill these little things that are creating auction. Speaking of auction, how's our auction looking over? Oh, look at that. Looking pretty nice. These Deodorizers are doing a great job at catching this polluted auction coming in. I think that was actually a really, really smart plan of us. Good job, us. Temperature, we're looking good. This cold area isn't really going past us. Remember we started, it was moving its way in. It's just chilling kind of around this area. And remember that these batteries and cold generators running are going to heat up the area too, so that works. We're just using nature's air conditioning, if you will. Yeah, we got slime lung. I'm working on it. I want to get this electrolyzer up. That'll help out a lot. Can I actually just mop some of this up? Ooh, I kind of can. That'll save those 2 spots. And as soon as this gets dug up, I can plug this hole, keep it insulated. Yeah. Go. There we go. Now we plug that up. Cool. So that should stop that heat from coming in. And this has got Absolite here, so that'll hold that down. Perfect. I know you can change the rocks and what they're made out of. I've done a bad job of actually paying attention to this, so if you guys have any tips, let me know. I think for the most part, the sandstone works completely fine for where we're currently at. I think igneous rock is probably the one they'll use the most in the future. Let's get these built up. Oh, there they go. Cool. So you can see how the generator has stopped working. It stops running completely now, so now you can be way more efficient on your coal. And until these go down to about 10%, the coal generator won't go on. And the cool thing is they won't need a dupe. The only thing they need is a dupe to walk up here and put the coal in, and they will only ask for that as needed. So there we go. We're looking good. We got electricity running. We are at a total of 1,055, which will be hitting whenever the coal generator and the rock crusher and the electrolyzer is working. But as soon as this finishes up, which is pretty close to being done, we really won't have to worry about that. What I'm going to do is go ahead and remove one of these diffusers the moment I start this, just to make sure that we're good in that regard. And then what I have to do is start working on a pocket for hydrogen. It'll naturally collect up here, but I don't want my duplicates breathing that in. And I do think some of it will make its way up here. There's just a small hole, but it should start to collect up here as well. And actually, just to make sure that's being done right, let's go ahead and open that up. Oh, there's a Wheezewort. I actually need that. I actually need that to start my radiation, which will probably start for our next episode, because, oh my gosh, we are just about an hour in. We'll play a little bit more, because I'm going to edit a few of those working montages up, or down, but we're getting there on the full hour. Okay, polluted water is chilling. You guys see how much was there? 738 kilograms? Pretty low, right? Ooh, that's not very low at all. That's a lot. Damn. How much pee do they put into there? God. Kids these days. Look at the germs, by the way. Gosh, these things start to multiply. 30,000 gems. They slowly are climbing up, too. Perfect environment, huh? Don't worry, though. We'll be dealing with germs in the near future. Okay, so we got that all cleaned up. Let's go ahead and just keep moving research. I do want to start moving into storage soon. And we did have our ranching already done, right? Speaking of ranching, I should start setting up rooms for that. Let's see. Ranching. Stables. It is a total of 96. So we will start here. I'm gonna go to 96 tiles, which is right about there. Hang on. There. So let's put this. Measure twice just to make sure I didn't screw up. I screwed up. Good job, me. Come on. Much better. Okay. And now we can mirror that above that. We'll take this out, and what we'll do is start setting in stations for ranching. Oh god, what did ranching need? It's been a while. We need a critter drop-off for sure. We need a station, which is the grooming station. Go ahead and plug that in. Then we will need a critter feeder. They only hold 5 components, so I'm going to put 2 down just to make sure they have enough. Is that all I need? Oh, now I remember. Let's deconstruct that. I actually want this to be closer, and then what we want is actually this build. I believe that's how we do it. We want to keep all of our hatches as close as we can to the grooming station to make sure our caretakers don't have to run so far to pick them up. So what you do is you put in a little tile and then put a door on top, and then they get dropped up here and they stay in this area, but they consider the rest of this area as room that they can play in. If they're too cramped, they'll produce less, and they will also be upset. And so essentially it just affects all of your production. So you want to try and make sure they're happy as possible. And this will fit a total of 7 hatchlings, if I remember correctly. What are we going to do for feeding? We want to feed you with sedimentary rock, right? Yep, that's what we want to do. Copy that there. Copy. There we go. Cool. Now let's start finding some ranch. creatures. We did have the hatch up here. There we go. Let's go ahead and pick that guy up. We're gonna leave that egg there. I don't need it for now. Grab those two. In general, I think what I normally do is just do a huge sweep. But we'll keep our eye out for any more hatches that might be around. We're gonna need the Sweetles too. Those are really great. We'll get to those soon. Probably next episode, to be honest. Alright, so what they'll do is they'll grab the hatches, and then they'll bring them all the way down here and open them up. Ooh, another thing, too, that you can do is stop with the animations. You can just grab all these doors and open them up. And they will still count as rooms, and we don't have to worry about them using the animation to open them up. Those run all the way through. So there we go. We'll do that there. We'll do that there. We're good. We're good. What am I missing? What am I missing at the moment? I'm getting ready to sign off, but I feel like I'm missing something. I think I want to wait until this electrolyzer is working. I don't know. I feel like this is something that I'll join in next time and totally forget about it. We can crack this open now. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll crack that open. You know, let's go ahead and dig all this out. We don't really need it. And that way we can have our polluted water getting nice and collected. Already you can see how much water we made over here. This might be like right about here before we even get to a chance of using it. Are we at a point where we can sweep this up? God, that would be so great. Nope. We cannot. Ooh, more skills. Banana. We'll do astronomy, because eventually we are going to look into space. This guy was tidying up for us, and then taco. I think we're also going to start digging a lot. Maybe that's what I'll do. Start digging up a lot of commands here. Time to start getting down here and opening all this up. Let's go ahead and decide where we're going to finish our base off in terms of isolation. Uh-oh, what? What? What do you got for me? Ooh, a pipsqueak. Those are cute. Rocketry? I might need a pilot. I don't know when to get a pilot yet, because I've gotten to rockets twice, but I usually give around like 200, 300 days. You know what? Let's go ahead and pick up a rocket. Oh no, but they snore loudly. Just kidding. Let's go ahead and take the pipsqueak. Pipsqueaks will just throw down seeds randomly, so he might fill this full of seeds. That's fine. They're giving little creatures. Really good if you want to like grow a farm or something on a planet. In fact, will we see the animation? You gonna do it? No? Okay. We'll keep an eye on him. He's cute. And he might do something soon. You know that meme with Mr. Incredible? Do something! Okay, so let's go ahead and get this built out real quick. I'm gonna do another thing too. I'm gonna build airflow tiles here. Oh, I see. There's something growing there. That's why that can't open. That makes sense. So we're gonna have some polluted oxygen coming in here, so we're gonna go ahead and just diffuse it. And I think we'll have just a little bit electricity whenever we get this up and running. Just a smidgen. Keep looking at this polluted water number, 600. God, I feel like is that... God, it just takes so long to get rid of it. It's bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. I wonder if it's worth it to keep fixing this over and over just to get that taken out. Maybe? Because I'm holding off my auction production for that, which is a little ridiculous. Okay, and then our next thing we were gonna do is start digging this way and just dig into all this. I do believe this is gold, right? Yeah, that's gold. That's gold. Cool. So we'll get a little project going down here, and we'll leave it open so that polluted oxygen goes up into our base, and we'll just make sure that it's filtrated. I'm gonna actually add 2 more deodorizers just in case. Yeah, that should be enough. I know there's math you can squeeze on it, But, you know, who likes using their brain? Omega lol. Not I! As you can tell by most of my life choices. Okay, that's running. That's good. That's good. That's good. Good. Okay, let's commit to this. I want to see it. I don't care if the world burns. Okay, so let's plug that back in. We'll get that running. And then we're going to continue setting up our dig commands here. We're just going to use a bunch of ladders. I don't really care about turning this into an area I can use yet. So we'll use ladders to travel. That's usually what we want to do in the mid-game. A lot of people go up. Lately, I've been experimenting with just going down. And I don't know, it gets the job done. Feels good, so been doing that more lately. I can also turn this fish if I want into food. I might just do that, actually. Maybe. We'll see. I'll think about it. Let's get a little aquarium going down here. Run all the way through. Could be cool. That is almost a bad idea, though. We do want to box this in while we're here. So let's get that nice and boxed in to the best of our ability. I do want to make sure that when they pop this, it's being done fast. So let's make sure we get that walled in. The rest should be able to be built at their own leisure, right? Doesn't break into the wall. Yeah, that should be good. Okay, so we'll box that in, and then we'll get this all dug up. Beautiful. This is being cleaned up slowly, and it looks like I can just like do a bunch of sweeping tasks every time. There we go. So now that will help out pump some oxygen. We got some coming in. I'm gonna go ahead and take this apart, so I don't have to worry about it. Deconstruct. There we go. Get that done. And then let's look at our power cable just to make sure that we're nice and safe here. With the 120 going down and the deodorizer plugged in, we're gonna be fine, it looks like. Yeah, 950. 50 under. Great. Did we not plug wires into this? Let's look. We did not. Just straight up did not do that. There we go. I love looking at how big our base has gotten. This is only in, what, 40 days? Not too bad. A couple hours of playthrough. It's fun how quickly it just runs by. Alright, guys. I think we got the base running. We got oxygen running. Everything's looking good. We're going to be moving the Sweetles next turn. We're going to be focusing on hatches on our next episode as well. If there's anything I missed, let me know in the comments below. But other than that, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for enjoying. I'll see you guys next time.